The Eiffel Tower can grow taller in summer due to thermal expansion. It grows by up to 15 centimeters when it's hot. Next time you visit Paris, don't be surprised if the Eiffel Tower seems taller. When summer heats up, the metal expands and makes the tower grow up to 15 centimeters taller. The heat literally makes it rise. Did you know you were once the fastest? Yes. Before you were anything, you were the fastest out of millions of competitors. You didn't just get lucky. You were once the fastest sperm. Out of millions, you won the race. You've already beaten insane odds just by being born. Every human walking today, they're technically champions of their own Olympic event. An eagle's vision is so precise. It can see a mouse from more than 3 kilometers away. It doesn't miss. It doesn't blink. With vision up to 8 times stronger than humans, an eagle can see prey from over 3 kilometers away. Did you know that dogs are completely banned from Antarctica? Not just discouraged, banned by international law since April 1994. Why? It wasn't about cold or cruelty, it was about seals. Experts feared that sled dogs could carry diseases, like canine distemper that could spread to the native seal population, which had no natural immunity. To protect the fragile Antarctic ecosystem, the Madrid Protocol was signed, and just like that, dogs were gone from the icy continent. So, while dogs once helped explorers survive the South Pole, today, they're not even allowed to set paw on it, all to protect a species that can't speak for itself. Your brain has the capacity to store 2.5 petabytes of information. That's like watching every YouTube video ever made and still having room for more. You're literally walking around with a cosmic-level hard drive. Your brain can hold 2.5 petabytes of info. That's equivalent to 3 million hours of TV shows, or all of YouTube times 10. When a wolf loses its mate, it may live alone for the rest of its life. Wolves form lifelong bonds. If a mate dies, the survivor may never pair again. Packs mourn lost members with howls that echo for hours. There's an actual city in Turkey called Batman, and yes, people there are literally called Batman residents. It became so popular that the mayor once threatened to sue DC Comics for using the name without permission. So technically, Batman is real. He just lives in Turkey. Elephants mourn their dead, revisit the bones, and even show signs of depression. Elephants don't forget, and they don't stop grieving either, just like us. Sometimes refuse to leave the body for days. Grief is not just human. Elephants grieve like humans too. What if I told you there's a planet in our solar system where it literally rains diamonds? Sounds like a sci-fi movie, right? Well, it's not. It's real, and it happens on Saturn. These carbon atoms fall downward, and as they descend through Saturn's thick atmosphere, pressure increases so much, it turns the carbon into solid crystals. Scientists believe some of these diamond raindrops may be millimeters in size, while others could grow much larger before they eventually melt or vaporize deeper inside the planet. While we spend years mining diamonds here on Earth, Saturn's just out there throwing them around like confetti. It's estimated that over 1,000 tons of diamonds might form on Saturn and its neighbor Jupiter every single year. But don't pack your space suit just yet. Those diamonds are buried beneath layers of crushing gas, intense pressure, and deadly storms. You'd get flattened before you ever touched one. You might think your birthday makes you special, but statistically, you're sharing it with over 21 million people around the world. That means millions of people are blowing out candles, making wishes, and posting birthday selfies on your exact day every single year. Just let that sink in. The date that defines your identity is shared by the population of an entire country. It doesn't make you less unique, it just means your story starts on a day that's already buzzing with life, emotion, and energy. So next time your birthday comes around, remember, you're not alone, you're part of a global celebration. 1/4 of all the bones in your body are in your feet. You've got 206 bones in total, and 52 of them are in your feet alone. That's 26 bones in each foot, just to help you stand, walk, run, or dance like nobody's watching. Why so many? Because your feet are shock absorbing. balancing, and weight-carrying machines. They adjust to every surface, every step, and every jump you take, all without you even thinking about it. So the next time your feet are tired, remember, they're literally doing a quarter of the heavy lifting for your entire skeleton. It might surprise you to know, the very first computer virus was called Brain, and no, it wasn't created by hackers or criminals, but by two brothers in Pakistan. Amjad and Basit Farooqalvi from Lahore were computer store owners. They weren't trying to destroy systems, they were trying to protect their software from being pirated. So they wrote a small program that would infect boot sectors of floppy disk, displaying a message that included their names, phone number, and even their address. But Brain didn't stay in Pakistan. It spread fast across Europe, the US, and beyond, becoming the world's first viral code to travel internationally. Without the internet, it was like a digital ghost quietly replicating, silently spreading. They called it Brain. And in a way, it really was. It thought, it moved, it grew, and it changed the world forever. Today, millions of viruses exist, but it all started with two brothers. It might surprise you to know, a human sneeze can travel faster than most cars on the highway. When you sneeze, air is expelled from your lungs at a speed of over 100 miles per hour. That's 160 kilometers per hour. This explosive burst isn't random. It's your body's way of forcefully clearing your nasal passages from irritants, bacteria, or viruses. In less than a second, a single sneeze can release up to 100,000 microscopic droplets, many of which are small enough to remain airborne for minutes. This is exactly why illnesses like the flu or the common cold spread so easily in crowded or enclosed environments. So the next time you feel a sneeze coming, cover your mouth, use your elbow, and remember, you're not just sneezing. You're launching a biological projectile at highway speed. This might sound impossible, but a pigeon's feathers actually weigh more than its bones. That's because pigeons, like all birds, have hollow bones designed for flight. They're incredibly strong, yet super light. Meanwhile, a single bird can have over 10,000 feathers. And when you add up the layers, they outweigh the skeleton beneath. In other words, what looks soft and weightless is heavier than the bones holding it all together. Nature isn't just smart, it's shocking. Have you ever wondered why you never sneeze while you're sleeping? It's not luck, it's neuroscience. When you sleep, your body goes into a deep state of rest, and during certain stages, your brain literally disables your sneeze reflex. Even if dust or allergens are present, your brainstem prevents the signal from triggering a sneeze. Why? Because during REM sleep, the part of the brain responsible for involuntary muscle movements, including sneezing, is temporarily shut down. It's like your brain puts the sneeze switch on airplane mode. So the next time you wake up congested but can't remember sneezing, now you know your brain was actively blocking it while you dreamed in peace. Did you know astronauts say space has a smell? When they return from a spacewalk and open their helmets, they report a distinct odor on their suits. The smell, like burnt metal, welding fumes, or even gunpowder. NASA believes it comes from high-energy particles reacting with oxygen inside the spacecraft. So yes, space isn't silent, and it's definitely not scentless. And finally, let's talk about that pineapple you sliced up this week. Looks simple, right? Sweet, juicy? But here's the part nobody tells you. That one pineapple took over 2 years to grow. Yep, from planting to harvest, it takes around 24 months just to grow a single fruit from a single plant. And after all that effort, the plant only gives you one pineapple. That's it. No second chance. So next time you eat one, show some respect. Because you're not just tasting fruit, you're tasting 730 days of patience straight from nature.